Hello, and welcome to our Cerenade video. In this video, we will discuss the enhancements made to the custom reports, which now includes the ability to construct a report that shows you any questionnaire, form, or intake form wizard that you have sent to your client. We recommend watching our video on how to build custom reports, as this video will focus specifically on the areas just mentioned. The link for that video is in the description area. Let us log into our Caseworker portal. From the Caseworker portal, let us go into the Admin Tools page by clicking the Settings button on the top right and then clicking on Administrative Tools. It is important to note that you must have access to the Admin Tools page to build a custom report. From the Admin Tools page, go to the Templates icon. From here, we will click on Add Report Template. We are now at the area to build reports. We will give it a name, a description, select who can run these reports in the Caseworker portal, and which clients can access if sharing the report in the client portal. Once you have the info, you will now focus on the bottom sections, adding criteria and adding columns. We will first focus on adding columns, in other words, the exact info we want displayed. We will click on Add Column. You will now be asked to locate the exact info you want displayed. In the first drop-down menu, you will select Questionnaire. The second drop-down will also only have Questionnaire as an option. Let us select it. The third and final drop-down menu will give us some options such as status, creation date, submittal date, and much more. We will select the one we wish to see. I will select the creation date. Once I've added this column, the information will now display on the report. We will proceed to add more columns by clicking on Add Column, and create the columns in similar fashion, selecting Questionnaire on the file type and file subtype, and this time selecting Form Template. Adding another column, selecting Questionnaire in the file type and file subtype, and this time selecting Accepted Date in the Field Name section. We have now created a report with creation date of the questionnaire, the form template that was sent to the client, whether it be a standard questionnaire, an intake form wizard, or form, and lastly, when it was accepted. If we click Test, we will see our listings. Let's go ahead and add one more column, such as the client name. Once we click on Add Column, we will select Client because this info is in the client profile. We will select General Info because it is located in the General Info section. And lastly, select Name. If I test this report, it will now show creation date, questionnaire form or intake form wizard sent, the accepted date, and lastly, the client who received it. If you wish to add more info, you will do the same thing of adding columns with info in the client profile. Now that we have seen how to construct a custom report, what if we want to limit the information shown? This is where adding criteria comes into play. Some examples might be, maybe you want to only show questionnaires that were accepted this year, or maybe you only want to see questionnaires that have been sent out but not accepted yet. What criteria does is take your columns you just constructed and eliminate those listings that don't fit the criteria. To add a criteria, we will select Add Criteria. For my example, I will want to show questionnaires that were accepted this year. I will then select Questionnaire in the file type. I will select Questionnaire in the file subtype, and then I will select Acceptance Date in the field name. Once we make those selections, a comparison dropdown will appear. We have a couple options to select from, each giving you a different criteria such as month, this year, between two dates, and so forth. Even though there's comparisons for this year, I prefer to select between two dates, and I will leave this area blank. The reason for it is it gives you more room to play with when running the report in the Caseworker portal. I can select the time frame I wish to see, so it's not just limited to this year. If we click Test, it will ask us to input the two dates, as we would in the Caseworker portal, and once we apply those dates, we will now see the listings. We have now created a report with the ability to select dates. If I want to add another criteria, I will repeat the process of adding criteria in similar fashion. For this example, I will want to show questionnaires that have been created this year, but have yet to be accepted. I will add the criteria and select questionnaire in the file type, questionnaire in the file subtype, and lastly, creation date. Same as before, I will set the comparison to between to give us flexibility when running reports. I will then add a second criteria in similar fashion. I will select a file type and file subtype to questionnaire, and then select acceptance date. This time, I will select is empty in the comparison. In other words, it has no acceptance date because we haven't accepted it yet. To the right, I will see an operator has appeared with the options of and or. By leaving it as and, I am asking the software to take both criteria into play when running this report. When I click test, same as before, I will determine the dates. Once I do that, the software will only gather things I've sent out but haven't accepted. As mentioned before, if you would like more details about how to construct a custom report or create different ones, we recommend watching our tutorial, which is located in the description. This concludes our video on added sections of the custom reports. Hit the subscribe button to be alerted when new videos come out and be informed of new features like this one. Thank you for watching.